But they call me Mr. Fix It, right? Because if I can't fix it, then it ain't broke.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Said Entertainer. I'm asking y'all to check out the Loveology Podcast. This is...
Hello, and welcome to the Loveology Podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one. And we're married. We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started. Welcome to another episode of the Loveology Podcast. I'm with my co-host.
Are you still?
I'm not in the film industry. You know what I'm saying? So
what do you mean?
I'm just saying you are. So,
okay, and?
Whatever. I'll be messing up, but it is what it is.
I'll be messing up too.
With my co-host, Ashley Harris, my beautiful wife.
Thank you.
How you doing, love?
I'm good. I'm with my co-host, my handsome husband, Jason Harris.
Yes. And I just got a haircut. You know what I'm saying? That's why she calling me handsome. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't trim your beard like I wanted you to.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I lined it up.
You didn't.
It's lined up.
Where?
Oh, my mustache. My mustache ain't even my mouth no more. And then all in my hair, you know, my mustache was doing this, like a caterpillar.
But where's all this? What happened with this?
I don't want to be like a disciple. You know what I'm saying? John the Baptist.
Yeah, he looked like a black Jesus.
Hey, that's the perfect. Hey, I'm in the right track then. Shoot. So what's up, babe?
I guess Jesus is black. Oh.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So, babe, we on this week. Hold on. First of all, let's go to this week. How was your week?
It's been a long and challenging week. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Long and challenging.
Yes.
How about you?
Long and challenging. Because if your week is challenging, my week is challenging.
Yes.
That's just what it is.
Yep.
That's what happens when you get married. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
Nothing. I was misunderstanding what you were saying. So I just registered that what you were actually saying.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what marriage is all about. Supporting each other through the good, support each other through the bad. Mm-hmm. Which I wouldn't say it was bad, but it was just a challenging week. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's jump into this week. Again, we're on love and respect.
Yes, if y'all not tired of it yet. I'm so self-conscious about this.
Man, do what you feel.
But hopefully everybody's okay with it because, like I said, we're learning something new every week. This is an awesome book. This is an awesome idea. This idea of a woman respecting her husband unconditionally and a husband loving his wife unconditionally, showing her love and the wife showing her husband respect. So it's based on the book called Love and Respect by Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. By now I should have his name memorized, right? I always have to look.
It sounds like you had it on point right there.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what was going on, but
I still don't know his name.
So like I just said, in this book, he talked about something called the crazy cycle. And it's basically saying that when a woman is disrespectful to her husband acts unlovingly. And when a husband acts unlovingly to his wife, then his wife will be disrespectful. So it's just a cycle, right?
Yeah.
Which episode is this? Episode 5?
5, yeah, I believe so.
So definitely want to press pause if this is your first time joining us. If you have not listened to the previous episodes in this Love and Respect series, you might want to do that so you can understand better what we are talking about.
Check it out right here.
Yep. So, yeah. Now we are talking about the energizing cycle the past 2 weeks. And the energizing cycle is the opposite of the crazy cycle, right? And it's the things that we can do to keep the communication going and keep the respect flowing and to keep the love flowing.
Keep everybody happy, man.
Yes.
Keeping everybody happy.
So the past 2 weeks, we spoke to the men. We spoke to the fellas about how you can spell love to your wife. And you can do that using this acronym called COUPLE. So check out the past 2 episodes to learn more about that if you're interested. But these 2 weeks, Jason has been 3 weeks. We'll take the next 3 weeks to talk about this. But Jason has been waiting for this because now we're talking to the ladies.
Talking to the ladies about how y'all should love on your husband.
How you can spell respect to your hubby.
Yes.
So he's ready.
Yes. Get your pens out. Get your papers out. Take some notes. You know what I'm saying? Because, I know a lot of times traditionally, or I don't know, I guess it's a misconception that it's the men that need all the work. They need to, men always need to do the work. Men. But women, you got some work to do too.
Yes. And I actually can't agree with you. It does seem like sometimes poor men, y'all just kind of get, y'all just helpless and y'all need so much work, like you said, and not enough is being said to the women sometimes. No. But, well, actually, I take that back. I don't know. I think a women get talked to a lot about how to please their man and all this other stuff. Actually,
I don't know.
No.
Take your notes.
I don't agree with you.
At the end of the day, take your notes.
I'm sorry, ladies.
Get your pencil and your pads out, ladies. Take some notes. That's all I'm saying. It's the ladies' time to take notes.
It is. But what you just said, and I agree with, but I'm taking that back, ladies. I'm taking that. Fellas and ladies, I got to take that back because women do get talked to a lot about how to, do what we got to do to make you happy. And it's not enough talk about what y'all need to do.
Like what? Give me some examples since we talk about it so much. What's some examples?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff.
But I can tell you off the top that women say, men ain't faithful. We need to help clean up. We need to help with the kids.
Y'all do.
We need to, you know what I'm saying? Need to get a job. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's always something that a man has to do. And I agree, but there's always something a woman have to do too.
Okay. So anyway, it's your turn. It's the fella's turn to sit back and listen to me talk to the women about what we can do to spell respect to you.
So come on.
All right, you ready? Well, so today is going to be kind of like an overview, and tomorrow.
How many weeks we spending on this?
3 weeks. The next 2 weeks will be when we break down the acronym, but today we're just kind of going to do an overview and talk to the ladies who are not entirely convinced that respect is an important thing.
Oh.
Because that's not really taught. It's like all about love, love, love.
Right.
And basically, the premise of this book is nobody is really teaching women the importance of respect and how valuable, how men find being respected so very valuable.
And the thing is, respect is love. Basically, if you put in a pot of water and boil it down, it's love.
You're right. Okay. How about that?
Hey. It's good to hear that every now and then.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So, like I said, the acronym that we will be talking about today is called CHAIRS. This is how you spell respect to your husband. It is giving us the biblical ways that can help women become more respectful.
Okay.
So the author, I'm going to read a quote. He says, "Wives do not need a lot of coaching on being loving. It is something God built into them, and they do it naturally. However, they do need help with respect." So sometimes, like I said, women may not quite agree with this idea about respect. Yeah. And again, so this is basically what this whole thing is about. Okay. Right. So here's what CHAIRS stands for: conquest, hierarchy, authority, insight, relationship, and sexuality.
Sexuality.
That's the only one you care about.
That needs to be up front.
Okay.
Again.
You already said this like 3 times.
I'm just saying, if this is your first time listening to this and you didn't go back, you should hear this. Again, sexuality is pretty high up. So make sure you take care of that, ladies.
Okay. So here's a brief overview of what these stand for. Conquest. This is about appreciating his desire to work and achieve. Men have a desire to work and achieve. Yes. You agree with that?
Oh yeah, we were put here to work. Mm-hmm. Work the land.
You know what my grandmama told me a long time ago when I first had my first boyfriend?
I do.
What? What am I about to say?
Don't stop a man from working.
Oh, I told you all my stories. You know, when you just been with somebody for so long. Speaking of, me and Jason's anniversary is coming up.
Hey, do you know what today is? Actually, on the 27th. It's our anniversary.
8 years.
8 years. Yeah, 8 years. Happy anniversary, love.
Happy anniversary week.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, went by pretty smooth.
Yep. Y'all check out our episode that we did last year about our anniversary, and I think it's why we get married every single year. So check that one out. Jason and I get remarried every year.
Basically. Yeah.
Basically, yes. So check it out if you're curious to know what we're talking about, okay? So yes, my grandmother did teach me not to stop a man from working, because it was a very good lesson to not be like so needy, because my boyfriend at the time wanted to work so he can buy me something nice for Valentine's Day or something like that. And it's like, I had already seen him. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be up under him, you know? Let him go earn his money. Don't stop him from doing what he needs to do. And of course, you know, you have some men that are a workaholic, you know, that are workaholics. And I don't think that's necessarily what she was meaning, right? But, you know,
I can be like a workaholic.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. But as long as, you know, you have a conversation about just understanding and appreciating his need to do that, right? Yeah. But with everything, there's balance. So no, I'm not condoning like a person just working all the time and not taking care of their family responsibilities, right, and, you know, and all this other stuff. But there's a balance. But just knowing that that's very important to him. So we'll get more into that later on. Hiraki deals with appreciating his desire to protect and provide. Okay. So Jason is a big protector, and sometimes it's like, ugh, it can get on your nerves, but I appreciate it. Yeah. I love that you want to protect me. So
have you had any broken bones since you've been with me?
I have never had a broken bone in my life.
I'm just saying, since you've been with me, have you had any broken bones?
No, but I don't know if that has anything to do with you.
I mean, it has a lot to do with me. I'm protecting you.
I've had,
in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah.
Okay, Jason. Jason got cameras up all around the house.
They don't want to give you respect, man. That's what I'm saying. You got to fight for your respect. I shouldn't have to fight for it. You got to give it to me freely.
I don't want to go too deep in this, but, you know, I'm doing this overview and I'm just thinking about stuff. But didn't you say like you had a female friend, when you told her how many cameras you had up around the house? She was like, what? What is going on? Like, why you got so many cameras around the house?
Yeah, man. Secure.
Yeah, and I've always known that Jason is just very protective. He's not like spying.
And I'm into electronics.
Yeah, and he likes tech. Yes, for sure. Yeah. And so, you know, he's not like spying on me and everything.
I don't have cameras in rooms and stuff like that.
Right. It's the outside. It's perimeter.
But I may have cameras in my room. Don't come over here playing.
But no, you just want to make sure that we're okay, because I was at home by myself a lot of times with the kids. So it's like, yeah, I didn't bother me. It's not like, but you know, sometimes you would check it when you saw the garage door open.
For sure.
Look, if I ain't trying to creep, it ain't no problems.
Yeah,
there's no problems.
Good.
Like, we just in the house. You know, he see me putting the kids in the car. He's not, you know, he just making sure.
Extra eyes. It's all good.
I didn't mind it at all.
Because, you know, another thing, you know, the garage is one of the places that a lot of, you know, crimes happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you just pulling in, don't let the garage down. You're in a vulnerable spot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you might not have something of protection at that moment. So somebody can just run at you while you letting the garage down. That's a vulnerable time.
It is.
So you got to be.
Oh, you taught me that. So I always pull into the garage, turn the car off, and let the garage down quickly.
You let the garage down, then turn the car off.
Yeah. Simultaneous sort of thing. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know, somebody can roll up under the garage.
Huh?
Somebody can roll up under the garage. You got the car off. Now you stuck like Chuck.
I'm still in the car.
Yeah, but you know,
I can lock the door and turn the car back on.
Break the window.
Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. So authority. That deals with appreciating his desire to serve and to lead.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh yeah.
Insight.
Appreciate. You gotta appreciate. We gotta talk about every last one of them.
Well, because we're going to dive deeper into these. I know I was thinking of stories, and I'm kind of messing up because I'm going into some stuff. But this was just supposed to be an overview.
Okay, go for it. Just keep going then.
Okay.
Don't look at me then. Because I'm gonna give you something every time.
Okay. Insight touches on appreciating his desire to analyze and counsel.
You're looking at me.
Well, you can say something, Jason.
I don't want to say nothing. I'm gonna wait till we go.
You can just say you agree. Is this the typical man in your experience?
Yes.
This is what, when I look at you, you can let me know that.
Yes.
Is this the typical experience that you've known as being around men your whole life? Okay. Yes. Relationships help. Oh, the R is relationships, and it helps you understand his desire for shoulder-to-shoulder friendship.
Yes. Sexuality
explains his desire for sexual intimacy.
Yes.
So this is pretty good in your book. This hitting the nail on the head.
Oh yeah. Now let's dive in. Let's go a little bit deeper.
So I mean, you can go a little bit deeper if you want to. On which one? Pick one that you would like to go.
No, we're just go with the flow.
Okay. Well, here this is talking to the women as far as like, if you are still on the fence about this whole respect thing, and he don't deserve my unconditional respect. So I will mention this. We mentioned this in the previous episodes about like people saying that you have to earn your respect, you know? And it's like, no, nobody's saying that you can't, like, you supposed to stick with this person even though they're doing crazy stuff, but you can always control. What you can't control is how you behave. And you can control how you approach a person about a problem. He's not saying the author is not saying deal with disrespectful behavior from your husband or put up with a lot of crap to remain respectful to him. You can voice your opinion. You can complain about certain things, but that are not loving or whatever he's doing, but just do it respectfully. Right. Just figure out the best way to communicate what it is that you have a problem with, right? Right. So, and basically
preferably face to face.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're going to do a whole episode because the young people out here, I'm acting like I'm old, but the young people out here, they really think texting is talking. Like, they really think texting is a great form of communication. And the girls out here that's dating nowadays, like, these dudes don't want to get on the phone with them and don't want to have a conversation. Like,
that's nothing new.
It's new to me because I wasn't. Listen, I'm not.
They was doing it to you. You just wasn't putting up with it.
No, if we can't get on the phone and have a conversation, since we here, we gonna go here. Okay. I had a friend that just told me that that one of her friends was trying to talk to a guy. This is a younger person, right? Yeah. Like, you know, mid-20s, late 20s, or something like that, right? Yeah. And she was saying that basically she was asking me, was it would I get upset if a guy doesn't like text me in the middle of the day? Like, how many hours should go by before I get upset about it, right? Right. And my thing is, because my grandmother told me don't stop a man from working, I actually don't communicate. You know, when I was dating, I really don't expect to hear too much from you throughout the day because you're working, right? We can chat a little bit.
Depends on what type of job you got.
It does. It depends on what type of job you have. And then it also depends on, like, basically, I'm not going to put a time frame on it. Right. If you're working and I text you, I'm not going to expect you to text me back 5 minutes later.
Unless y'all have a set time, like around lunch.
Exactly. Right. Unless we like texting at lunch, but just sometime at 10 o'clock in the morning, I text you. Do I expect you to text me 5 minutes, you know, in 5 minutes if it's 10 o'clock in the morning? Right. You just got to work at 9 and you got a job that you need to pay attention. Do I expect that? No, because you're at work. Now, at lunchtime, maybe, I don't know. But really, I just didn't, in first getting to know somebody, I really didn't have any expectations of them texting me all day while we at work. But what I did expect is when you get off work to give me a phone call. Right. Not continuing texting. You know what I'm saying? Right. I expect for us to be talking. You are free now. You know, if you need 30 minutes, an hour to unwind, whatever. But at some point when you get off work and we're dating, I expect us to be talking on the phone. Right. Not texting each other.
Exactly.
So I don't know. We're going to do a whole episode about this because I don't understand this.
Like I said, it's been going on.
Okay. So what should the ladies do? Maybe this is the episode. What should the ladies do if you find yourself in a situation where you're texting this guy and he refuses to to call you?
Do what they do to you.
Okay.
Don't text back.
That's what I'm saying.
And just shut it down.
Because
see, sometimes you got to do to that person what they do to you so they can feel it. Because just telling them, I don't like when you don't call me, that may come across as nagging. It may come across as like, that's needy. But when they text and you don't respond to that, then they're gonna be like, well, why is she not texting back? Eventually, he gonna like, well, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, hey, what's up? Why you haven't text back? What's up? I text you yesterday. What's up? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I already told you that I don't like the text.
Right.
I already told you I don't want to communicate with you that way.
Yeah. Because how are you supposed to get to know somebody?
And eventually he'll get the picture and he say, you know what? You're right. Let me go ahead because I don't like that feeling. Let me go ahead and call you. You know what I'm saying? Or he not going to text back. And he gonna be gone. Mm-hmm. That wasn't the one for you.
Right. If he can't, because communication is the key. Jason said this a million times during the process of us doing this podcast. And if you can't communicate, then what we doing here? We can't communicate. So there's nothing for us to really talk about, right?
No.
All right. Peace. Anyway, we digress. But hopefully if anybody's listening, I hope you just got a word if you're dealing with that, because that's just no texting. I mean, not no texting, but we need to be talking on the phone, communicating with one another.
Exactly.
So,
especially those hard conversations.
I refuse to have hard conversations.
And see, I think that's what I think that's what a lot of people do. They want to, instead of, and I understand sometimes it's easier to text because you want to get it all out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You want to get it all out without being interrupted. And without being distracted. Mm-hmm. You just want to get your point across, right? But instead of texting it out, write it out, and then talk about it in bullet form. You see what I'm saying? This your point A, point B, point. Write it out, and then let's talk about it. So if they distract you or throw you off, you already know where you at. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can cross that out. Okay, I talked about point number 1, point number 2. Write it out. Don't text it out, but write it out. Mm-hmm. And then talk to them, preferably face to face.
Right. Awesome advice. Good job, honey.
Thank you. Gotta take it when you can get it.
Oh God. Anyways, so for the ladies who are struggling with respecting, with this idea of showing your husband respect unconditionally, he says
a lot of them not even watching right now. Like, they look at this episode like, girl, please. So they not watching. So it's the fellas that's maybe watching, or the girlfriend that's watching that understand it and saying, you know what, homegirl, you need to check this out. So that's who we're really talking to.
Yeah. Okay. So the author says that he has something called the respect test. Basically, like, if you don't agree with, if you don't think it's going to work, why not just try it out and see if it does work? You know what I'm saying? Like, with something like this, you don't agree?
Well, people, I'm with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just people are just type of people that just stuck in their ways.
Well, okay. Well, you can continue to be unhappy, or you can try it out just to see. If it don't work, then okay, nothing has been lost. Right. But why don't we just try it? So this is what he says that he does. He says, I asked a group of wives to spend a bit of time thinking of some things they respected about their husbands. It took some of them quite a while, but they all finally did it. Then I told them to go home, wait until their husbands weren't busy or distracted, and say, I was thinking about you today and several things about you that I respect. And I just want you to know that I respect you. After saying this, they are not to wait for any response. Just mention something they needed to do and quietly start to leave the room. Then they were to see what would happen. So one woman reported back to the author, and she said before she went to leave the room, but her husband, she said, practically screamed out, "Wait, come back." What things do you respect about me? You know? Mm-hmm. But clearly that was like, what? You know, that she couldn't even leave the room. He had to stop, right? He had to stop her, tell her to come back, you know? Right. So
it's such a foreign concept that, you don't hear that word a lot from women. You just don't. You know, you hear that more so from men. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I respect that, man. You doing your thing. Whatever. That's us showing each other love. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear a woman say, "I respect you," or "I respect that about you," that's a big deal, especially coming from a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. Yeah. So yeah, we want to know.
Yeah. So the author says, it's very important that this woman was ready to tell him exactly what that she respected. And he told them before, actually think about this, right? Before you go say it. You can't just say, "I respect you," and don't mean it. You know, right. You need to be genuine, and you need to really find some things that you respect about your husband. Right. Right.
What do you respect about me, love?
We already talked about
it. Just saying, come on. Come on.
I respect that you are a hardworking man, that you are very...
Remember that song? He's a hardworking man. That's my country. Y'all ain't know I had a little country in this.
Oh, gosh. I respect and appreciate all those things that we just, talked about. Chairs. You being a provider.
Stuttering and everything.
Whatever.
Come on, spit it out.
You being a provider, a protector. What else are you? You funny. You keep me laughing. You get on my nerves with, some.
Give me something specific.
What?
Give me something specific about what I did here in the last week or so.
I always tell you, I really love your creativity and your problem solving. So you solve problems for me like all the time. I can't remember. I'm sure you did something for me yesterday. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you solved my problem for me yesterday.
Yeah. What was it?
I can't remember, but I know you did. Because you was like, you didn't even tell me you were having that problem. Because you remember?
No.
I can't remember what you did, but it was a problem and you fixed it. And you was like, you didn't even tell me you were having this problem. And I said, yeah, I did. He's like, what else problems are you having? That's what you said. Yeah. And I was like, I don't have anything right now, Jason, but you gave me a hug and gave me a kiss. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. All right. But they called me Mr. Fix It, right? Because if I can't fix it, then it ain't broke.
And he said that with such seriousness on his face for all our audio listeners that are not, able to see us right now.
YouTube. Come on to YouTube. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Hit that notification
bell. Okay, so this woman, she goes on to say that like her husband fixed dinner. He asked her, like after this happened, "Hey, can I take the family out for dinner?" Stuff like that. And then she said she had to take a rain check, but then he was like cleaning the kitchen and just like doing all his stuff, right? So this is what Dr. Eggerichs says. He says, "I explained to her that a man's first and fundamental impulse is to serve, especially in response to being honored. She had honored him and he wanted to do something about it."
Nice.
Okay, so he says that if you want to do this test, you need to be ready to answer these questions. What were you thinking? So like if you say it exactly the way that this woman said, it's like, "I was thinking about you today and some things that I respect. And I just really want to know, I'll let you know that I respect you." He probably going to hit you with this. What you think about this? What were you thinking? Right. What do you mean? What do you respect about me? Like you just said. Like you just did.
Right.
A wife needs to be prepared to answer these questions honestly and genuinely. I mean, genuinely.
Don't be general. You don't want to hear just like I told her. Like, I don't want to hear no general stuff. See, Ashley's pretty smart. She still hit me with a lot of generalizations, right? But I want to hear specifics. What specific thing?
I just told you.
No. I'm just saying for the ladies out here. Calm down. What specific thing would that specific thing that you respect about him? Because here's the reason why that's so important. He gonna want to do it again. You see what I'm saying? He's gonna want to do that again to garner more respect. Mm-hmm. And if you respect that, not only he gonna do that again, but he gonna also try to see, okay, how can I do this in other parts of my life so I can get more respect? Therefore, he's showing you love through other ways too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. So here are some particular words that you can use to frame, some things that look, he's giving it to you. He hand holding you. You know what I mean? He's going to tell you exactly what to say. It says, these are a couple of things that you can do. Honey, I respect how you get up every day and go to work to provide for our family. This isn't an option. You have to do it, and you do it. Honey, I respect you for your desire to protect and provide for me and the family. I think of all the insurance you have for us. I know the bills weigh on you at times, and I admire you for your commitment.
You know what it sounds like?
What?
It sounds like Ashley Harris just about 5 minutes ago. You read this book.
So this is the only reason.
Sound like you skimming some general stuff from this book.
No.
That's why I asked for specifics. That's what it sounds like. I mean, we can rewind. Y'all can rewind.
These are the things that I do. But these are the things that I do respect that I do.
Be specific, man.
So, but this is very specific. What do you mean?
No.
You want me to tell you in what way you provide?
No, give me a specific thing. Like you said, you solved that problem for me yesterday. Like, be specific when you tell a man, hey, I respect you. I respect you about some things I respect some things that you done for us.
I think it's important to do both. I think you can say this and be more specific.
Right, but make sure you have that specific thing in mind.
Okay. I guess.
I'm a man.
Okay. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, but you God, dog. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to give you the game. You don't even want it.
Okay. The key is to focus on the positive instead of always going back to the negative. A wife must try to see what God sees. Is your husband basically a man of goodwill? Get in touch with that fact and express that. Because some people just marry the wrong guy. So like I said, hey, it just is what it is. But if you can really look at your husband,
I don't want to say somebody married the wrong guy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because I do truly feel and believe that, not all relationships, because you can't just say that, but I feel like most relationships, if you really work hard enough to bridge that gap, you can make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people are just crazy, Jason.
I understand.
Some people are like
you're right.
Crazy, manipulative, and very, they got a lot to do.
Yeah, they just got a lot more work. They got they got a longer walk to do. You know what I mean? So you just got to figure out, okay, why are you manipulative? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Why? They need some, they might need some therapy. They might be under a lot of stress. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of different things, but all I'm saying is, you might have a more challenging partner than others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, here's a key that I thought was very important because this definitely happened to me when I started telling Jason that I respect him. There was this book, Offer Stories from the Women Who Have Done It. And for the most part, for all the examples that he gave in this book, it worked for the women. They were like, whoa, they did not think it was going to work, right? To do this.
Yeah, just like I just told you something about myself. And you like,
hey,
I'm telling you about me. Not about this. This man don't know me. I'm telling you about me.
Well, we're talking about men in general. Are you speaking for men?
I am speaking for men in general, but also I was saying that it was important to hear something specific for me.
Well, I know. Well, okay. So this man has been a couple counselor and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So
I'm a man too, just like you.
So if you saying it specifically for you, I believe it, right?
And for other men too.
Okay. I mean, it's a possibility, but
it is.
Know for sure.
No, it ain't no possibility.
No.
I'm a man too.
I know that, but you can only speak when you gave me that specific thing. Right, this man didn't mention, this author didn't mention. I can only apply that to you. Now, this man could be wrong too, right?
Yeah.
But he has more, time studying relationships and men than you do, right?
I don't know.
So basically, all I'm saying is that I would accept that you need something very specific, but that's to be true, right? Because you and you know what you need. But for all the men, I will say that is a strong possibility, but you can't say that that's true.
No, not all men.
Okay, that's all I was saying.
Most men.
Y'all got me.
I think I already said that, though.
Okay. So one of the ladies said that it felt awkward to say the words.
And that's sad.
It's not sad.
It is sad. No, I'm telling you, it ain't because of her.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? It's because of society.
Okay, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Society has made that word not just a well, just a word that's being spoken to our men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't hear it in the movies. You hear, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. You don't hear I respect you. You know what I'm saying? You don't read that in the books. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So our society has took that away. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said.
Yeah. So Jason, but this is what was kind of irritating me when we got married and we wanted to do this, practice this. Jason didn't want me to tell him he loved. I love him.
No. No.
That is. Jason was like, "Don't tell me you love me. Just tell me you respect me."
Nope.
You.
Now you finna go back and forth. It is what it is. No.
What you saying? No.
I ain't say that.
Yes, you did. Mm-mm. What did you say?
I said I want to hear you say, just like the book said, you respect me, just like you would say, I love you. Obviously, I do want to hear you tell me I love you, but I want you to say I respect you sometimes. You
was saying no. You know what? It's hearsay at this point. It's me against you. I think people believe me more than they believe you, but you totally
not true.
You were, first of all, what we're saying is pretty close, so it's probably somewhere in between what me and you both
in
are
between
saying.
I was asking you to say I respect you more. That's all.
Jason, he did not want me to say I love you.
Not true.
He wanted me to say I respect you. Like he tell me I love you, and I'm supposed to say to him I respect you.
Not true. So I get the fact checks out. The fact checker, you sound like a politician.
You sound like a politician.
No.
You did say that, Jason.
Not true.
So you telling me that you just said that you wanted to hear me say it more?
Yes.
I don't know. We'll agree to disagree. Got to do that sometimes.
Moving right along.
So that's it. That's all I wanted to cover today. At the end of the day, remember that it is easier for men to respect.
Make the men stuff shout, boy. No, it's time for the ladies, boy, to get that boy shout, boy. Jason,
we're going to go in depth.
Shout like some Daisy Dukes.
We're going to go in depth, just like
spend an hour for the men. Y'all need to do this. That's a whole hour. We're gonna win.
Actually, you guys are gonna have more episodes than the women because we had this episode, and then we're gonna have next week and the week after next, and then we'll be done with love and respect.
Okay, let me know. That's all I'm saying. I'm just like that.
I already said that at the beginning of the episode. I think everybody else heard it.
Okay, maybe I missed it. I don't know. Shout.
So we're going to go in depth with all of the letters, just like we did with the ladies. So chairs. What is the next one? Chairs. Not chairs. C, the C, H, and the A. We will be going over. Okay. Conquest, hierarchy, and authority. We will be talking about next week. So we already talked about it a little bit, but we're going to go in depth with each of these letters.
Okay.
All
right. Well, there it is. That's that episode. Hey, what did you say about say something?
I said you happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
Good.
But you. Okay. Anywho. Hey, if y'all wondering, hey man, this dude got this hoodie on. Yes, got the Loveology hoodie. You can go to LoveologyPodcast.com. All our gear will be found there. We got the dad hat. We got the hoodies. We got the V-neck t-shirts, the regular t-shirts. We got masks. We got all types of stuff. Just go to LoveologyPodcast.com. Check that gear out, and and represent for the home team. We would definitely appreciate it.
Yes, we will.
All right, baby. So do we have any top charts this week or anything like that?
I don't know.
What else you got, love, while I pull up the top charts?
What else do I have? I hope everyone's doing okay. We're in the, what is this, the 8th month or the 7th month of this, the global pandemic.
I don't know. It's been too long.
Yes. So
it's been too long.
We hope that everyone is doing okay.
Yeah, I think everybody is hopefully hanging in there, staying prayed up and all that good stuff. So yeah, man, we're good to go. When is Halloween? Halloween is gonna be next Saturday, so we won't see y'all until Halloween. So make sure you guys be safe out there while you.
Are we doing something for Halloween?
I don't think so, but it is.
I did almost get Jordan a costume,
for
but
what?
So she can dress up, dress up.
Can't go where
she was gonna be Poppy from Trolls.
Okay, maybe
but it didn't have the headpiece, like the main thing that would make it Poppy. It was like I couldn't find the thing.
Good.
So he said good.
So our top country, United States, obviously. Shout out to United States. Shout out to India. India is not coming in at number 2. And shout out to Argentina, man. Y'all are still coming in. Canada, close fourth, but it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to those different countries. Really appreciate you guys for listening to the Loveology Podcast. Please come on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all that good stuff. And to our top states, we got a new number 1 state this week.
What?
Man. Yeah, and that state is Arizona.
What's up,
Knows
Arizona?
how to party. Arizona. And then Virginia and California tied for second.
Awesome.
So basically our old home state of Virginia. And another home state that we have now is California. It was tied for second. And then my original home state of Texas came in third. The great state of Texas. Don't mess with Texas.
Oh, wow.
Arkansas, y'all down on the list, man. Y'all
what's going on? ARK?
ARK is where
that's actually no, never mind.
Everybody do the little rock bounce.
AK is Alaska, so sometimes people get confused with that.
Yeah, AR is Arkansas.
Yeah.
But
Philippines,
yeah.
Hey, Philippines.
Yeah, shout out to the Philippines. We got on the top charts of Philippines.
Yes, and UAE, we still on the relationship charts in those countries.
Shout out to the UAE. That's Kuwait. That's Qatar. That's all
Abu
that
Dhabi.
good stuff. Qatar, Abu Dhabi, all that good stuff. Dubai. All that good stuff. So, man, that's good, man. So, appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all. If y'all want to become a Patreon, go to Patreon. LoveologyPodcast.com. Scroll on that page right below the media player. Hit that Patreon button. Find a tier and join us.
That's right.
All right, baby. That's it.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll catch y'all next time. We love y'all. Keep your head up and stay safe out there. Peace out.
Bye.